2026 is not just another year, it's your year of transformation. It's the year to own your power, master self-discipline, protect your energy, embrace fear to reinvent yourself, and show up consistently even when no one is watching. Stop waiting for permission. Build habits that serve you. And step into the best version of yourself. Your life is ready to change. Are you ready to take the leap? 2026 is not just another year. It is a turning point, a chapter waiting to be written by you. A year where everything you've dreamed of becoming is within your reach. The truth is, life doesn't wait, and neither should you. Too often, we spend our days waiting for permission, waiting for validation, or waiting for the right moment. But the reality is, the power to change your life has always been in your hands. It's time to stop dimming your light to make others comfortable and to start owning your voice, your choices, and your destiny. When you decide to stand in your power, nothing and no one can hold you back. This is the year to step into the version of yourself you've been imagining. The one who is confident, disciplined, and unapologetically unstoppable. Transformation begins with habits, the small, consistent actions we take every single day. You see, success is not about dramatic changes overnight. It is about what you do consistently when no one is watching. Discipline is not a punishment. It is the ultimate form of self-respect. It is the act of showing up for yourself, even when motivation fades, even when the world seems indifferent. The habits you build today, waking up earlier, reading, reflecting, moving your body, nurturing your mind, these are the bricks that will build the foundation of your dreams. Each small action is a declaration to yourself that you deserve the life you are imagining, that you are committed to growth, and that you are willing to do the work, even when it is hard, even when it feels lonely. Your energy is your most valuable currency. And in 2026, it is time to protect it fiercely. Not everyone around you will add value to your journey, and some will unknowingly or intentionally drain your strength. Choosing the right people, those who uplift, inspire, and remind you of your worth, is as important as choosing the right habits. Surround yourself with those who celebrate your wins, support your growth, and push you to rise higher. Let go of the rest. Guarding your energy is not selfish. It is necessary for creating space where your dreams can flourish. Change also requires courage, the courage to reinvent yourself without apology. Fear is a signal that growth is happening. When something in your life no longer serves you, when the version of yourself you see in the mirror feels incomplete, it is time to evolve. Reinvention is messy, uncomfortable, and sometimes even scary. But staying the same is far more painful. 2026 is the year to break old patterns, leave behind self-doubt, and become the best version of yourself without needing anyone's approval. Finally, transformation requires showing up consistently, even when no one is watching. The world admires the highlights, the awards, the red carpets, but the real growth happens in the quiet moments, the discipline, the sacrifices, the resilience. Show up for yourself every day, and the results will follow. Every choice, every habit, every small effort compounds into a life you once only dreamed of. Your life is ready to change, and it starts the moment you decide that you're worth it. Stop waiting, stop hesitating, and step boldly into 2026. This is your year, your transformation, and your moment to shine. Mastering self-discipline is one of the most powerful tools you can have to transform your life in 2026. It is the bridge between who you are today and the person you are destined to become. Discipline is not about restriction or punishment. It is about choice. It is about honoring yourself enough to commit to your growth even when the journey feels uncomfortable. Too often, we rely on fleeting motivation, waiting for the perfect mood, the perfect time, or the perfect external circumstances. But the truth is, motivation is unreliable. It comes and goes. Discipline is what carries you forward when motivation fades, when life gets messy, and when nobody is watching. It is a quiet force that builds dreams brick by brick. Self-discipline starts with small, consistent actions that become habits over time. It is waking up earlier than you feel like it, even when your bed is warm and cozy. It is dedicating time to read, to learn, and to nourish your mind, even when distractions scream for your attention. It is choosing movement, health, and energy over convenience and comfort. Every choice you make, every small act of self-control, compounds into a stronger, more resilient version of yourself. The real power of discipline is that it trains not just your actions, but your mind. It teaches you that you can rely on yourself, that you are capable of following through, and that your dreams are worth showing up for every single day. Discipline also means being honest with yourself about where you are and where you want to go. It is recognizing your weaknesses without judgment and committing to improvement regardless of past failures. You will stumble. You will face moments when quitting seems easier. But these are precisely the moments when discipline matters most. Every time you resist the temptation to settle, every time you push past laziness, fear, or doubt, you are building strength that cannot be taken away. You are shaping your character, your confidence, and your destiny. In 2026, let self-discipline be your daily practice, your sacred ritual. Set clear intentions, write down your goals, and then break them into actionable steps that you commit to doing, no matter how small. Track your progress, celebrate the wins, but do not depend on external validation. The growth you achieve through discipline is deeply personal. It is yours alone, and it cannot be stolen or diminished by anyone. Over time, the habits you cultivate will carry you effortlessly toward your goals, transforming not just your results, but your identity. Ultimately, mastering self-discipline is about choosing yourself over excuse, action over comfort, and long-term growth over short-term pleasure. It is about showing up for your dreams, consistently, day after day, even when the world doesn't notice. When you commit to discipline, you are sending a powerful message. You are capable, you are committed, and you are ready to claim the life you deserve. In 2026, make self-discipline your superpower and watch as your life transforms in ways you never thought possible. Protecting your energy is one of the most important habits you can cultivate in 2026. Your energy is your most valuable resource. It is what fuels your focus, creativity, your confidence, and your capacity to achieve greatness. Yet so often, we give it away to people, situations, or thoughts that do not serve us. We allow negativity, doubt, and toxic influences to drain us, leaving us tired, frustrated, and stuck. The truth is, every interaction you have, every thought you entertain, every environment you occupy, either builds you up or wears you down. Learning to protect your energy is not selfish, it is essential. It is a declaration that you value your growth, your dreams, and your life too much to let anyone or anything derail you. In 2026, make it your mission to choose your influences carefully. Surround yourself with people who inspire you, who uplift you, who celebrate your wins, and who encourage your growth. Distance yourself from those who bring negativity, jealousy, or constant criticism into your space. Some people are lessons, not lifetimes, and recognizing this is a form of self-respect. Protecting your energy also means being mindful of your mental and emotional space. Avoid consuming content, conversations, environments that make you feel small, doubtful, or anxious. Be selective with what you allow into your mind, because the energy you consume shapes the energy you radiate. Protecting your energy is also about setting boundaries without guilt. Learning to say no is one of the most empowering habits you can develop. Saying no to what does not align with your goals, values, or well-being frees you to say yes to what truly matters. Saying no does not make you unkind, it makes you strong. It allows you to focus on your vision, your passions, and the life you are determined to create. Boundaries are not walls, they are gates that protect your potential, your creativity, and your happiness. Equally important is protecting your energy from self-sabotage. Negative self-talk, limiting beliefs, and self-doubt are silent energy thieves. Speak to yourself with compassion, encourage yourself with affirmations, and challenge the thoughts that hold you back. The way you treat yourself sets the standard for how others treat you. When you value your energy, you stop tolerating situations and behaviors that drain you. You stop chasing approval, and instead you invest in your growth, your health, and your joy. In 2026, make protecting your energy a daily habit. Reflect on who and what you allow in your life. Ask yourself, does this person, this activity, this thought add to my growth or take away from it? Commit to surrounding yourself with positivity, clarity, and purpose. When you protect your energy, you create space for abundance, creativity, and success. You will notice that life becomes clearer, decisions become easier, and your resilience grows stronger. Protecting your energy is not just about survival, it is about thriving. It is a statement that your dreams, your peace, and your well-being are worth every ounce of effort. Guard it fiercely, nurture it daily, and watch how your life transforms as you move through 2026 with strength, clarity, and unstoppable power. Embracing fear and choosing to reinvent yourself is one of the boldest, most transformative actions you can take in 2026. Fear is not the enemy. It is a signal. It tells you that you are about to grow, that you are stepping out of your comfort zone, and that you are on the path to something bigger than yourself. Too often, people mistake fear for weakness and let it stop them in their tracks. But the truth is, fear is proof that you are alive, that you are striving for something meaningful, and that your dreams are within reach. When you learn to face fear head-on, to welcome it rather than run from it, you unlock a strength and resilience you never knew existed. Fear becomes your guide, not your jailer. Reinvention is a conscious choice to shed old patterns, beliefs, and versions of yourself that no longer serve your growth. It is the act of saying, I refuse to stay small. I refuse to settle. I refuse to let the past define me. Reinvention is not about perfection. It is about progress, courage, and authenticity. It requires looking honestly at yourself, acknowledging what isn't working, and having the bravery to create a new version of you. This might mean changing careers, ending toxic relationships, adopting new habits, or even redefining your mindset. Reinvention can be uncomfortable, messy, and sometimes even frightening, but it is in that discomfort that the magic happens. Growth is never needed, is raw, bold, and unapologetic. One of the keys to embracing fear and reinventing yourself is to shift your perspective. Instead of seeing fear as a barrier, see it as a doorway. Every time you feel nervous, uncertain, or hesitant, remind yourself that this is the universe signaling that you are on the right track. When you take action despite fear, you build confidence that no one can take away. Reinvention also requires patience and persistence. Transformation is not instantaneous. It is the accumulation of daily decisions, small victories, and consistent effort. Each step you take, no matter how small, is a step toward the life you envision. Another vital part of reinvention is letting go of who you used to be. It is natural to cling to comfort and familiarity, but holding on to the past keeps you from fully stepping into your potential. Let go of old labels, outdated self-concepts, and limiting beliefs. Allow yourself to evolve, grow, and become someone you are proud of. Reinvention is a gift to yourself, a declaration that you are worthy of the life you dream of and capable of creating it. In 2026, make it your mission to embrace fear as a companion, not an obstacle, and to reinvent yourself without apology. Step boldly into discomfort, take risks, and dare to be different. Your transformation will inspire others, but most importantly, it will empower you. Fear is temporary, but the strength you build by facing it is permanent. Reinvention is not about leaving behind who you are. It is about discovering the version of yourself you were always meant to become. When you embrace fear and commit to reinvention, you step into a life that is limitless, powerful, and truly yours. Showing up consistently, even when no one is watching, is one of the most powerful habits you can develop in 2026. Too often, people measure success by immediate recognition, applause, or external validation. But true growth happens in the quiet, unseen moments. The hours you spend working on yourself when no one notices. The sacrifices you make when it feels easier to quit, and the discipline you maintain when no one is looking are what create lasting results. Consistency is not glamorous, but it is the force that transforms dreams into reality. Every small action, repeated daily, compounds over time into extraordinary outcomes. The difference between those who achieve their goals and those who do not is not talent, luck, or opportunity. It is the commitment to show up even when the world is indifferent. Consistency begins with a clear vision. You must know what you want and why you want it. When your purpose is strong, showing up becomes easier, even in moments of doubt or fatigue. It is easy to be motivated when things are going well, but true resilience is tested in the challenging moments. The nights when you are tired, when you are unsure, when everyone else is resting, are the moments that define your character. These are the moments that separate ordinary people from extraordinary achievers. Consistency builds trust not just with others, but with yourself. Every time you follow through on a commitment, no matter how small, you send a powerful message to yourself. I am reliable. I am capable. I am worthy of my dreams. Showing up consistently also requires embracing the mundane, the repetitive, and the uncomfortable. Growth does not always happen in grand gestures or spectacular events. It happens in daily choices. It is the choice to study when you would rather scroll. It is the choice to practice your craft when no one is applauding. It is the choice to maintain your habits, even when progress seems invisible. These small, steady actions are the foundation for extraordinary transformation. The person you become through consistency is stronger, more disciplined, and more confident than the person who waits for motivation to strike. Another vital aspect of showing up is maintaining faith in the process. Results are not always immediate,